How's it going out there? Welcome from H2TechVideos. Today I'm going to be doing a video on the Galaxy Gear smartwatch for beginners. And in this first one, we're just going to go over super basics. Like if you just got your gear for the first time, we're going to show you how to pair it up with your phone and just how to charge it. Super basic things from there. And then we'll do a part 2 and we'll get into some of the detailed things you can do. So the first thing you want to do, and you guys believe me when I tell you this is going to save you a lot of time, you need to go to the Samsung App Store. That's the first thing you need to do. One of the problems I had when I first got my gear is my Samsung App Store wasn't updated. And so it took forever. Like the gear kept saying it was paired, but it wouldn't pair. And it's because my App Store was out of date and there was a problem there. So we're going to do that first. So you're going to go to your menu and you're going to find find your Samsung apps. And again, to use the gear, you will need to have one of the Galaxy devices. So Galaxy S3, Galaxy S4, Galaxy Note 2, Galaxy Note 3. I believe those are the main 4 devices it does work for. And there may be a couple of new ones that it does work with now. Let me see, S3, S4, S5, Note 2, Note 3. And I think there's a couple more on that list as well, but those are the main devices it does work with. If you do not have a Samsung device, I don't think you can use this with that phone. So keep that in mind as well. You might have got it and can't use it. Hopefully you can. Alright, so we're going to go to the Samsung apps. And the first thing mine is going to tell me is that my App Store is out of date. So I need to update it. So I'm going to tap Update. And they want you to do it over Wi-Fi, so I'm going to swipe down, turn on Wi-Fi, and we're going to hit OK. And now it's going to download the update first, and there's already an error, and that's because the Wi-Fi wasn't fully connected. So again, guys, trying to walk you through these things so you can see it, and hopefully you'll have an easier experience than I did. It took me like 30 minutes to pair it the first time. Update, so make sure your Wi-Fi is connected. And now my Wi-Fi is connected, and it's crazy because I'm wondering, will it even let you update it if your Wi-Fi isn't on? So make sure you're proactive and turn it on before you start yours. So once it does the update, it's going to reset the application. So we'll see right now. Okay. Alright, once you have updated your Samsung App Store, the next thing we need to do is go to our settings. So we're going to swipe down from the top, go to the settings wheel, and the first thing we want to do is turn on NFC. So we're just going to find NFC, swipe that over. Make sure you are under connections. It is under the first tab in settings. Okay, so NFC is on, and then we're going to turn on Bluetooth. That's the second thing. Okay. Once that is done, we're going to go back home, and then we need to get our charging cradle. Now, you need to make sure that you do match up the gold and the gold. I put it in wrong before, and it's fit, and then I wake up and the thing is dead. So be careful with that. Match the gold up properly, like that. And then what you're going to do, unbuckle this. And you're going to take the phone and just run it right through. And I keep hitting the power button. That's what's happening. But once you get your screen back on, I keep turning mine off. Connection's failing. That's okay. So we're going to tap. So you want the NFCs to be close. Okay. In fact, oh, you have to keep it there. Okay. So if yours fails connection, you can go ahead and connect manually, and you can basically do it through this section right here, and just go ahead and tap on it'll be under your available devices. And so now the gear is prompting it. It's read it. You're going to hit check and hit OK, and now it'll reconnect. And it should connect this time without any problems. Here we go. And so once you get to the license agreement, you know you've done it correctly. We're going to check the boxes. Go next. Agree. And now your gear will say welcome. and it will give you a little basic some tips on how to use it. I'm going to go over all that as well when in the video, so don't worry about that. So we'll go ahead and hit close, and now we're here, and this is where you'll do a lot of your customizing in terms of getting new apps, how to find your gear, your settings. But obviously the hardest part at this point has just been getting it connected. So from here, I'm going to give you a quick crash course on like actually using the watch. We can go ahead and take it out of the charger now. So when it is time to charge it, you do need to have it in the cradle. You cannot charge it without the cradle. There is a micro USB port right here, which you will plug in. It's normally black. The charger, I'm just using just one I had close, but you would basically plug this in. And like if you have like a car charger, you could charge this in the car. So for those days you do plug it in wrong, you can do that. Again, when you are charging it, you do want to make sure that you are matching up the gold, because if not, it will not charge. So once that's in there, then you're charging, you're good to go. Make sure it's plugged in. Obviously mine wasn't. And there you go. When you plug it in, it will show you the little symbol. In fact, so with 2 fingers, tap on the screen and you'll see that it's at 83%, and that little lightning is showing you that it's charging currently. Okay, so that's just kind of how you charge it. Charge is quick. You give it an hour, 2 hours, it'll shoot up just about 100%. So it doesn't take long to charge, but it needs to have that time. So basically, in terms of using it, you swipe left and right to get through the different menus. See that? And if you stop at one that you want to see, like notifications, you would just tap on the screen. And right now we have no notifications, so we can just swipe back down. And so the way you get back a step is just swiping from the top to the bottom. So if we want to get back again, we're going to swipe down, and that takes us right here. So anywhere we are, let's say we're in call log. Okay, comes up, swipe down, and you're good. Okay, now if you swipe up, it will bring up the dial pad, which is where you can make calls. You can also tap on the phone button, and it'll bring up the last number that you called, which I don't want to be in the video, so I'll have to edit that out. So now I'm going to swipe down to get back. Now if you're on the home screen and you swipe down, it will bring up this, the camera. Okay, so that's how you bring up the camera. You do have to first be on this main screen. If I'm here and I swipe down, it's not going to bring up the camera. Okay, you have to be on this screen first, and then if I swipe down, it's going to bring up the camera, and so I can just tap the screen, take a picture, and then what's cool is it'll automatically save it. So save it, so you look at it on the gear, and it'll also send it to your phone, and it will create a folder in your gallery where you can then see the picture. So that's cool. And then, so this another feature that took me forever to figure out. I'm going to show you so you'll be ahead of the game. If you tap on the camera in the upper left corner, you can switch it to video. So now I can tap the screen and it'll start recording a video. You can only record 15 seconds, but you can still record a video. Okay, when you're done, tap the screen, and then it's saved. And then if you want to get to the video or picture you've taken, you just swipe to your left. And there's our video, which we can even play on the device. See what it looks like. Tap it to stop, and then we can swipe over again, or actually swipe down first. And now we're going to swipe over, and there's the first picture we took. And you could even zoom in and look at it like that. So that's pretty cool. Swipe down. We have a menu here as well. So if you want to change the video size, right now it's 640, you could change it to a 1280 by 720. Swipe down, keep swiping down, and now we're back to our home screen. Okay, and then if you want to change your watch faces, which is probably a pretty common question, we can swipe over to settings. and go to clock, and then we will go to clock type, and then from there we can just swipe over to look at different clocks that we have to choose from. These are the fancier ones at the beginning, which are really cool. One thing I love, my favorite watch is this one because it has the steps counter, so I can look at how many steps I've done throughout the day just by looking at my watch. Now you do have to set up your profile with the pedometer, which is right here. That's where you would set up that feature. But just to show you one of the fancier watches, we could do one of the ones at the beginning, which are really elegant, like this one right here. And see, nice and cool. And what you can also do, go to clock. You can tweak the clock as well. This one doesn't allow for a lot of customization, but like this one does. Actually, you have to customize that via the phone, via the app. But let's see, date and time. You have it synced up with your phone. So that's really just in terms of the watch face. You can change the sounds that your device makes through here. Check your battery, Bluetooth, emotions, different things like that. You do have some other cool hidden features too. If you like on the left side here, this is where your like your standby button is, and power. If you just press it, it turns it on, turns it off. If you hold it, it'll actually prompt to turn the watch off. Maybe if you like, I'm not going to use it right now, I want to restore it, I want to kind of like keep it from running down, you can just turn it off. If you double click it, so click, it will bring up a quick a voice section, which is S voice. You could say call so and so, text so and so, set timer. I use the timer feature a lot, so you could double click, set timer for 10 minutes.
I didn't catch that.
Didn't throw it. Let's try it again. Set timer for 10 minutes.
I didn't catch
Okay,
that.
she's making me look bad. Normally, the timer part works pretty good. If you don't want to go through S voice, you can always go over to apps. It's kind of quick. App section. And you can go over to the one that says timer and set an actual timer, which you can go left. So you can, slide it, or you can just tap it. Slide or tap. You can also tap the seconds part if you want to set that too, and then we hit start, and then it will begin to time down like that. You also have a stopwatch too, so if you want to time things, go. First lap, second lap. I don't use this too much, but this is a cool thing too. Stop. So kind of, this is all the options you have anyway by going through here, but you know, you can get to it quicker. So just a couple more things real quick. You can adjust your watch band too, which I didn't realize at first, but it is possible. You have to, let's see. Let me see how this works. Oh, so basically hold on to the metal part and just pull this part down and it will unhook. There's a little hole right here that kind of locks in. So you want to lock it into the one you think will be most comfortable. If you have a kind of a thick wrist, you'll want it to be lower. If your wrist is thinner, you want it to be a little bit higher. Maybe like up here. So from there, we'll just make sure the little piece is set. And again, it's this piece right here. We just want that to run through the hole. And once it's locked, then we can go like that. So we can just take it. Now the rule of thumb, because I have put it on the wrong way before, is this is always, the camera's facing out. So we want it to be like that. Put it on the wrist. and then we just pull that. Obviously I made it too small, so I need to make it bigger. So again, just pull it down, give yourself a little slack, and then just kind of lock that little hole into place. You have to kind of play with the couple until you find the one that works best for you. But then we just put it on, snap it, and there it is. And we just like that. So this was the Galaxy Gear for Beginners Part 1. Excuse me. I will do a couple more videos on it to go over some more in-depth features, because it can do more. Really just kind of wanted to go over the simplicity of just operating it. Wowzers, excuse me, sorry about that. And in the part 2, I'll also go over using the app a little bit more, because in here, this is really the most important part, where you'll actually set different notifications. So you'll tell it which apps that you want to notify you from, if something happens to your phone, notify on the gear. So I'll make sure that's in the part 2, and just make sure you guys are educated so you can use it and have fun with it. It really does a lot. I was on the fence about buying it, and I'm really glad I did buy it, because it does so much that I'm surprised I haven't had one for longer. It really is a great accessory, and it really will decrease how often you look at your phone, because this will kind of let you know the important stuff that's going on it. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like, favorite, and share the video, as well as subscribe to H2TechVideos, and keep watching. Alright, have a good one.